Hello there, people on the internet. This is ShadowGear6235 here, doing a review of Shadow. Um, I don't necessarily know if I should say this is a more famous mock or infamous mock, but let's go with well known. This was my self mock for quite a long time. Um, I'm gonna get into some backstory stuff now and along as the review goes, and I want to say this for my own reasons and just get it out there and just make a video encapsulating what I can remember about this character. If you're an older fan, you might know a lot of these trivia bits and all the dumb little facts I have about this guy. But if you're new, this will be completely new to you and you'll enjoy it, I hope. And let's take a little bit of a trip down nostalgia lane. So, Shadow here was a mock I made October 16th of 2006 or 7. I want to say it was 7. Yes, it was definitely 2007. And this was a time when I got back into Lego, when I got back into Bionicle. This was the Paraka and the Ignika kind of took me out of it. I wasn't really interested. I don't know why. I don't know why I fell out of it, but I kind of did. I was still collecting a lot of Lego Star Wars and junk, but not Bionicle. And I remember at a Big Lots chain in America, they were selling a lot of the Mari for like $5 each. So I got like Kongu and Holly and Joller, and I'm like, wow, these are really cool. I wonder what Bionicle's like now. And I bought a couple sets. I bought a Black Viscerac. And I got Vizon and Fenrak, where I love that set so much I got 3 of them. And I just thought it was super cool. And I thought I had the thing pop in my head of like, I wonder if I can make my own Bionicle. I want to make my own. And I don't remember the exact pieces that I had, because I still had older Bionicle pieces, but I never messed with them. Like the ones I saved from when I played with them, like, pre-Ignika. I had that. I had a Black Viscerac, Vizon and Fenrak, and the Fenris Wolf from the Viking Lego sets that came out during that time period. And using those pieces and whatever I had, I made Shadow. I'm sorry about the unfocused bit there, but I made Shadow. There's a video up on this channel called The Evolution of Toa Shadow. It shows basically every iteration of Shadow until now. This version I'm reviewing, which I've never actually reviewed, it's completely up to date. It's more or less the same. There are 1 or 2 differences, but I'll get to those as I go along. But it shows every iteration of Shadow that I have ever made. And it is in that video. I'm going to link it below, so you guys can check that out if you want to. It's not monetized or anything. You can it's a 9-minute long slideshow that you can just check out. But here's Shadow, originally Toa of Nightmares. I find it interesting because it's kind of the same way how I made Dominion and then into Minion, where I made Shadow based off of the colors that I really liked, the pieces that I had, and I just thought it would be cool. And in terms of Nightmares, that was a time in my life when I, for lack of a better phrase, I had a lot of bad nightmares that kind of haunted me a lot. When I was younger. And I just thought, like, Toa Shadow would be able to control nightmares, and he would make any dream he want. Basically, he had the power of lucid dreaming. But that's technically not true. I don't even know. But he had the power to control nightmares, and he would use, like, nightmare blasts or shots. Kind of just dark energy, really. And then I made a Toa team around him, and a lot of you know how that stuff went, if you're an older fan. And as I definitely kept upgrading him as I went along, like, he got bigger, and he definitely became more custom. This mock was the face of my channel, the ShadowGear6235 channel, for a long time. And when a lot of shit hit the fan during the Biotube War, whatever you want to call it. I really don't want to get into that, but he was the face of a side that people took in Biotube, and people ridiculed him a lot, and it was the time, especially towards the end, where I wasn't in the best mental state, and my Shadow Gear 655 channel got hacked. And I say that for a while, but that's actually not the truth. The truth is that a close friend of mine who saw that I wasn't doing too well, that the YouTube channel was the reason why, and I was such in a terrible mental state. They went into my account and they deleted the channel. They deleted the Google account that was linked to it as well, which was really fun because especially when you have school papers linked to that account. But they just took it away from me. They just deleted it, and I didn't know until a good year and a half later. But I took that time to relax and not worry about Biotube, and I calmed down, I settled down, and I made the Clockwork Tempest channel, which is the one you're watching this on right now. And I laid low, and then a good year or so later, I decided I want to start making videos again, and I decided to keep using Shadow. But even though I kept him around in videos and he was still kind of like the persona, I didn't want to work on him. And I had this feeling like if I don't want to work on Shadow and I have no drive to really do anything with Shadow, I just feel like I've changed so much that I just took the pictures with him. I made Minion, or Dominion, every iteration, really. And I kind of put Shadow to the side. Like, he's not my self-MOC anymore, but he'll still be around. Like, I'm never going to take this MOC apart. So, that's the rambling that you've all come to know. Now let's get on to the actual MOC and get into every detail that I want to cover.